So how about 138 points in a basketball game? Not bad, right? I mean, you think 138 points, 40 minutes.
Everybody's blowing it up. And listen, 138 points is, 138 points. It's unheard of. It's never been done. It's craziness. But like I was saying to you on the ride down, if you break down the numbers, and we kind of broke them down on the way down, took 108 shots. That's a shot every 20 seconds of the game. Is there nobody else on the court? Nobody else with two working arms that could put up a shot? Because that is absurd. How do you let a teammate take 108 shots without smacking the crap out of him? 108 shots, and he only made 52 of them. The guy shot 71 three-pointers.
Yes.
And he only made 27. He scored 138 points, but he had the potential with free throws, three-pointers, and all the twos that he took to score 293 points last night. Now wrap your head around that number.
Now,
if he would have
put
up 293, I think everybody would have been, just astonished. The guy shot less than 50%, and everybody's making it seem like it's awesome. The guy was a ball hog, in my eyes. How do you let him take 108 shots? It's not even like he was on fire. I don't get it.
I like Christina. Ask the Lakers, LOL. They let Kobe do it for years. Just hog the ball. I like that. That's good.
He might have hogged the ball, but he's taken 30 to 35 shots. This kid took 108 shots. Your arms have to be falling off after 108 shots. And if you're the defense on the other team, I mean, who was he playing? I know it was First Baptist Bible, but still, I mean, do you have any sense of pride? Does nobody on that team go, listen, how about we just let anybody but this kid shoot the ball?
Yeah, you know what? I mean, the one thing
I saw the video. He's not, like, really tall. He's not the most athletic kid I've ever seen.
Jack
it wasn't
Taylor.
like he was something special. And as astonishing as the 138 points is, I find all the other numbers just as mind-blowing. Maybe it's just me. I don't know. I think differently.
Look, 136 points or 138 points is impressive. No matter how you look at it, to score 138 points as an individual is an impressive individual mark. The fact his team won makes it not as bad that he did it. Because his team scored 179 total. So that means the rest of his team only scored 41 points. Like you said, he shot 52 of 108. So he shot right around 45%. Not that bad. 27 out of 71 puts you at about 30% from three. That's below average. So, and then 7 out of 10 from the free throw line, 70% free throw shooter.
It's average.
So I don't have an issue with the field goal percentage, and I don't have an issue with the free throw percentage. The three-pointers. I cannot fathom what went in this young man's mind that chucking up 71 threes in a single game made any sense at all based on the fact of how bad they blew him out.
Yeah, and how does his coach just say, oh, yeah, just keep throwing them up. Just keep chucking. Hey, everybody, here's the game plan. When you get the ball, just pass it to Jack Taylor. Is that the game plan? And you're telling me the defense on the other side of the ball couldn't figure that game plan out?
You're right. We'll just put 3 on him and let the other 2 play a zone defense with the other 4 guys. I was shocked when I saw it. This kid was averaging 23.5 points a game coming into the game. He's now up to somewhere around 60-something points an average per game. Just the one game. Now, obviously, 130 points this early in the year, it makes sense. It's only his 3rd game of the year. But how does a guy that was scoring under 24 a game randomly decide that he's going to shoot 108 shots in one game? Where does that come from? Where all of a sudden your cojones got so big that you couldn't even carry them in your pants? They took over your life and ran you on the court. Like, that's literally, to me, how you have to look at it. Like, this kid mentally just checked everyone out. Said, screw it, here's my game.
But even if you say that, how does the team not say something to you? How's during halftime when you've put up 50 shots, somebody not say to you, hey, listen, mind if I take one every now and then?
I'm open. Like,
I don't understand that.
Well, he crushed the previous points record by 25 points. The previous was held by Bevo Francis, who scored 113 points back in 1954. And in 1953, the same guy, Francis, had 116 points against Ashland Junior College. The only other player to break 100 points was Frank Selvey in a Division I game for Furman against Newberry in 1954. The previous school record for Grinnell was 89 points. Every one of these numbers surprised me, though. I mean, is it me, or do all those numbers just seem a little ludicrous? I mean, where are you guys coming from that you're scoring this many points? Like, when Will Chamberlain scored 100 points back in 1960-something, I think it was. When Chamberlain scored 100 points, he had every man on the basketball court by a minimum of 1 foot in height. He had every man on the basketball court by a minimum of 40 pounds. So when they threw him the ball down low...
He also didn't have a three-point line.
Yeah, but I'm saying when they threw him the ball down low, there was no stopping him because he literally could turn around and go like this with no fear of any guy jumping up and rejecting his shot. He also shot 50 free throws in the game.
Yeah.
So when you think of it like that, you're like, well, I could see how he got to 100. That makes sense. Oh, by the way, they only won the game by like 8 points. So it was a close game throughout. So they had to keep feeding their best player. I don't see that with... Really what I'm trying to... The point I'm trying to make is Chamberlain needed almost to make that 100 points for his team to win the game. And it was set up for him with the amount of free throws he shot. It almost covered half his points right there. So things fell in place and set up for him to have to score 100 points. In comparison to this kid being part of a 75-point blowout and him deciding to score 138 points. That's where I'm confused. Like you went to say it before with the coach. When's the coach step in and say, all right, we're up 50, you've got 110, we're going to let you sit the rest of the game and we'll let our other players play? Where's that? That's where I'm confused. Where's the coach to step in on this one? I understand you're old enough that you can handle a blowout, but there is a such thing as a mutual respect amongst competitors.
Yeah.
You don't need to keep letting one kid throw the ball up. Grab the 12th. He
took a shot every 20 seconds. He took a shot every 20 seconds.
That's just sick. In a game that has a 35-second shot clock.
Yeah.
That's the interesting part. In a game that has a 35-second shot clock, he was chucking it up every 20 seconds. To me, this is an ass move. That's really what happened last night.
And as much as I want to sit here today and be like, wow, 138 points, that's amazing. Because that's what ESPN's doing. They're blowing it up. People are tweeting. NBA guys are tweeting, wow, 138 points.
It is impressive, but it's a jerk move.
It is impressive, but in the same right, you're absolutely right. It is an a-hole maneuver.
Yeah. Like I said, look, I know they're old and look, this is not Pee-wee, okay? You do not have to worry about, blowout rules and all that kind of stuff. I understand that. It's not the Little League World Series where if you're up 20, they call it a game. They don't make the kids keep sitting there and playing. I understand that. These guys are old enough to handle getting their butts handed to them. But there's a difference between getting your butt handed to you And having a team sit there and just decide, we're going to do everything we can to score every possession we have the ball. And, oh, by the way, we have no intention of worrying about getting time off the clock.
None.
Don't care. We're going to leave almost half our shot clock every possession so we can let this one guy go nuts. I'm with you. I don't think the reality of the situation makes it cool. I do think it's cool kid was able to score 138 points. Yes.
Yeah.
That is cool. But it's not cool the way they did it. It's not cool the way the coach handled it. And honestly, I feel bad for that 12th man on their bench. The kid that's going to play a total of like 3 minutes all year.
The other 11 guys on the bench. The other 11 guys on the team. That's what I feel bad for. Because obviously they didn't get to shoot very much.
No.
He was 77% of their offense in a game in which they scored 170-something points.
Yeah. Yeah. Put it this way. He scored 3 times as much as his own team. By himself. They scored 41
Isn't
points.
Isn't that the definition of ball hog?
Yeah.
The definition of selfish.
You know who finds pride in what that kid did?
You want to know what I would have done?
Allen Iverson.
After I would have hit 100, I would have at least tried to get a triple-double or something. Yeah. I would have been the first guy with 100 points with a triple-double. That would have been impressive. If he would have had 10 assists, 10 rebounds, couple of steals, if he would have filled in the rest of the stat sheet, who knows?
Yeah.
Then it might be like, oh, all right, well, at least you could see he made an effort to pass the ball to other people.
And he fully helped his team. He contributed to his team in all ways. Nah, I'm with you on that one. I like what you're saying on that. Like, you know what? You're all impressed with yourself with going out there and doing what you did, but yet you didn't even play a full game. You didn't play the complete game. You went out there and just tried to score.
Yeah, you didn't play a basketball game. You played a... just chuck it up.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty much.
So
we got a low note. Once again, thoughts and prayers with Macho Camacho. And then we have you're a ball hog note of learn how to pass.
Which should be a happier story, I feel like, because a lot of people are pumped up about this. Don't get me wrong. When I first heard 138 points, I did a double check. I was like, wait a second, he had what?
Yeah, I had to look at the breaking news twice. I'm like,
yeah, it's kind of one of those things that you were just shocked at. In the same respect, I don't know. After you let it soak in, it's kind of like, what the hell?
Yeah, pretty much.